She stood at the navigation station deep within the submarine's control room, watching senior naval officers review the latest sonar tracking data with their advanced acoustic detection equipment. Her precise plotting calculations seemingly at odds with the executive officer's vocal objections to her presence aboard the vessel despite her consistent performance on underwater navigation assessments and tactical maneuvering evaluations that exceeded most officers in her submarine warfare specialization. The other navigators moved through their plotting procedures with the quiet efficiency that characterized experienced submarine operations. Their conversations focused on depth calculations and course corrections that seemed designed to exclude the mathematics specialist who had somehow been assigned to submarine duty despite the executive officer's repeated recommendations for her transfer to surface vessel operations, where her analytical capabilities would presumably be better suited for conventional navigation requirements. But through the submarine's internal communication system that normally carried routine operational updates and diving protocols, an urgent sonar contact alert suddenly pierced the underwater silence with acoustic data that would transform routine patrol operations into a crisis requiring immediate tactical response from the most qualified navigation specialist available. Sonar to control. Torpedo contact bearing 027 degrees. Estimated range for 1,000 yards. Acoustic signature indicates advanced stealth propulsion. Recommend immediate evasive maneuvering. Navigation specialist Dr. Elena Vasquez felt her plotting instruments slip from steady hands as she processed the impossible tactical situation. She was the only navigation officer currently positioned to calculate the complex three-dimensional evasive maneuvers required for submarine survival. Despite the fact that her executive officer had spent weeks arguing that her theoretical approach to underwater tactics was incompatible with the practical demands of submarine warfare under life-threatening combat conditions. From which submarine patrol area around the world are you following this extraordinary underwater warfare story today? If you appreciate narratives that explore advanced submarine tactics and the hidden mathematical precision within underwater combat operations, consider subscribing for more content that reveals the computational strategies behind seemingly impossible submarine survival maneuvers. The naval submarine base occupied 43 square miles of strategically positioned waterfront territory along the Atlantic seaboard. Its submarine maintenance facilities and underwater warfare laboratories representing the most sophisticated submerged combat environment, supporting American naval superiority through advanced acoustic stealth systems and three-dimensional tactical maneuvering capabilities that provided unprecedented underwater advantages for personnel executing next-generation submarine warfare missions requiring mathematical precision beyond conventional navigation training. The facility served as the primary development center for advanced submarine tactics, combining computational navigation algorithms, underwater acoustic technology, and specialized three-dimensional maneuvering systems that enabled submarine survival against sophisticated enemy weapons while maintaining operational stealth for classified missions that officially never entered enemy territorial waters. Located within multiple security classifications, the installation had been constructed with specialized acoustic isolation systems and underwater communication protection designed to prevent external detection of submarine capabilities that exceeded current naval acknowledgement and underwater warfare methodologies. The submarine architecture incorporated decades of advancement in underwater warfare science and tactical navigation methodology, including classified sonar laboratories, acoustic stealth systems, and automated navigation algorithms that could execute complex three-dimensional maneuvers without surface communication when operational requirements demanded absolute acoustic silence and navigation independence. Advanced processing systems analyzed underwater tactical data from multiple sensor arrays simultaneously, creating multi-dimensional threat assessments that tracked enemy weapon characteristics while calculating optimal evasive trajectories that distinguished between conventional submarine tactics and mathematical navigation solutions that could enable survival against weapons designed to defeat standard submarine maneuvering protocols. Navigation specialist Dr. Elena Vasquez descended to the submarine control room, carrying specialized computational navigation equipment and three-dimensional plotting devices. Her security clearances providing access to classified underwater warfare programs that few personnel were authorized to review during their submarine careers. Though her current assignment to routine navigation duties seemed inconsistent with the extensive academic credentials and mathematical modeling background required for her clearance levels. The screening process for her current position had required 47 months of federal investigation that examined every aspect of her academic achievements and computational navigation capabilities, though investigators had encountered classified research papers that remained sealed at classification levels exceeding their authorization to examine. At 29 years old, she possessed specialized education from the Naval Postgraduate School's Operations Research Program and MIT's Applied Mathematics Department, having completed doctoral research in three-dimensional navigation, underwater acoustic modeling, and experimental submarine maneuvering before her assignment to submarine operations following academic research that exceeded current navigation understanding and provided computational capabilities that surpassed conventional submarine tactical methodology. Her academic record listed standard navigation officer specialization and routine submarine assignment history, though these official designations concealed mathematical modeling expertise and operational experience that had been classified following academic discoveries that challenged existing understanding of three-dimensional underwater navigation and submarine survival methodologies. Her educational background included doctoral research at academic institutions whose navigation programs were considered legendary by computational mathematics communities, where naval contractors and underwater warfare scientists developed mathematical models that pushed the boundaries of three-dimensional maneuvering and submarine tactical navigation capabilities. The research she had completed involved theoretical navigation modeling, advanced acoustic mathematics, and experimental three-dimensional plotting that prepared her for underwater scenarios requiring mathematical solutions that conventional submarine training could not address adequately. Her academic advisors had included leading mathematicians and former submarine warfare researchers whose experience encompassed decades of classified research into military applications of computational navigation and three-dimensional underwater maneuvering technologies. The decision to accept submarine assignment rather than pursuing continued academic research had been influenced by computational access and navigation resources that enabled her to apply theoretical mathematics knowledge to practical submarine applications while gaining access to experimental technologies that civilian academic institutions could not provide. Her presence within submarine operations provided specialized expertise and mathematical analysis, while her academic background remained available for consultation on navigation problems that required her specific computational knowledge and three-dimensional modeling understanding. Commander Patricia Hayes supervised the submarine patrol briefing with authority gained through 24 years of naval service and advanced education in submarine warfare strategy. Her expertise, encompassing complex underwater tactical coordination and navigation analysis that protected American submarine superiority from increasingly sophisticated enemy anti-submarine systems. Her background included command assignments throughout submarine divisions and liaison duties with research organizations that developed next-generation underwater warfare technologies and tactical navigation capabilities. Her Navy Cross and multiple submarine warfare awards reflected exceptional performance in both operational command and strategic navigation development assignments that shaped American submarine capabilities and underwater tactical methodologies. The commander's naval career had evolved from conventional submarine operations to advanced tactical development, including classified assignments with research organizations and naval warfare agencies that developed sophisticated navigation systems and three-dimensional maneuvering technologies. Her transition from tactical submarine command to strategic navigation development had been driven by recognition that modern submarine warfare required mathematical precision and computational coordination that exceeded traditional naval boundaries and demanded interdisciplinary expertise, combining advanced mathematics with tactical submarine understanding. Around the classified briefing table sat representatives from Naval Submarine Forces, Undersea Warfare Command, Office of Naval Intelligence, and various underwater tactics contractors, each contributing specialized expertise to three-dimensional navigation procedures and submarine tactical systems that maintained American underwater superiority against emerging enemy anti-submarine capabilities. The assembled group represented decades of collective experience in submarine operations, navigation analysis, and technological development that maintained American submarine dominance against advanced enemy underwater warfare systems and acoustic countermeasures. Lieutenant Commander Michael Torres, the submarine tactics coordinator responsible for navigation assessment and maneuvering protocols, possessed 15 years of experience in advanced submarine systems and held security clearances that provided access to the most sensitive intelligence regarding enemy anti-submarine capabilities and three-dimensional navigation methodologies. His tactical background included specialized training in underwater navigation, acoustic stealth algorithms, and submarine evaluation procedures that enabled prediction of enemy anti-submarine development patterns and coordination of appropriate technological responses to emerging underwater warfare threats. Lieutenant Commander Torres's expertise bridged the gap between theoretical navigation development and practical submarine operational requirements, translating advanced mathematical research into functional navigation systems that prepared American submarine personnel while maintaining readiness for underwater threats that might exceed current technological capabilities. His role required constant evaluation of intelligence reports, tactical assessments, and enemy anti-submarine capability estimates to ensure adequate navigation preparations for evolving underwater warfare threats and three-dimensional maneuvering countermeasures. The tactical team under Torres's coordination represented carefully selected specialists recruited from leading navigation contractors and submarine research institutions, each bringing unique technical knowledge to the complex challenge of maintaining superiority against increasingly sophisticated enemy anti-submarine systems, while preserving technological advantages that maintained American underwater warfare dominance. Their work remained largely classified, but their development decisions directly influenced submarine capabilities and tactical procedures that protected American naval operations and personnel from enemy underwater warfare systems. Lieutenant Sarah Kim, the sonar operations officer responsible for acoustic detection and underwater threat coordination, possessed extensive experience in advanced submarine operations and acoustic analysis that enabled identification and classification of underwater threats through sophisticated sonar networks and acoustic analysis procedures. Her understanding of acoustic technology encompassed both conventional sonar detection systems and experimental technologies that pushed the boundaries of current scientific understanding and provided capabilities that exceeded standard submarine equipment specifications. The sonar commander's background included specialized training in acoustic warfare research, underwater threat processing, and advanced detection methodologies that enabled identification of stealth weapons and acoustic patterns that enemy forces might employ to defeat conventional submarine detection systems. Her responsibility for acoustic coordination required constant technological advancement and strategic thinking that anticipated enemy acoustic stealth while maintaining detection effectiveness for emerging underwater warfare threats. Commander, morning intelligence indicates possible enemy. Development of advanced torpedo systems with acoustic stealth capabilities that exceed our current threat assessment models, Lieutenant Commander Torres reported, his voice carrying analytical precision that characterized professional submarine tactical evaluation. Office of Naval Intelligence sources suggest enemy development of underwater weapons with silence and stealth characteristics that could challenge our existing detection protocols, though specific technical details remain classified above our briefing level. His assessment reflected constant evolution of underwater threats that characterized contemporary submarine warfare, where enemy forces continuously developed new acoustic stealth technologies and tactics designed to defeat American submarine detection systems and create vulnerabilities that could be exploited during actual underwater combat situations. The intelligence indicated technological advancement that required enhanced detection measures and updated tactical protocols to maintain submarine effectiveness against silent weapon systems. The current threat assessment represented months of intelligence analysis that had identified patterns suggesting coordinated enemy research into advanced acoustic stealth systems and anti-submarine countermeasures. Technical intelligence sources had reported development activities and testing programs that indicated preparation for underwater weapon capabilities that exceeded current American submarine tactical planning assumptions and acoustic detection methodologies. Sir, We've upgraded our sonar detection sensitivity and implemented enhanced acoustic analysis algorithms designed to detect advanced stealth weapons and countermeasure technologies that enemy forces might deploy against our submarine operations, Lieutenant Kim explained. Her report reflecting systematic approach to acoustic adaptation that balanced detection capabilities with technological limitations of current sonar monitoring and underwater threat identification systems. However, some theoretical enemy capabilities could exceed our current detection and acoustic protection capabilities, requiring technological advancement and strategic planning that might take years to implement effectively. Her analysis highlighted fundamental challenges facing modern submarine defense, where technological advancement created constant pressure to upgrade acoustic detection systems, while enemy forces simultaneously developed countermeasures that challenged existing sonar advantages. The balance between current capabilities and emerging threats required continuous investment and strategic planning that anticipated acoustic developments before they materialized into actual underwater warfare challenges. The detection measures implemented by Kim's sonar team represented state-of-the-art acoustic monitoring technology that incorporated lessons learned from decades of submarine development and underwater warfare experience. Advanced pattern processing, computerized acoustic analysis, and automated detection systems provided capabilities that enhanced identification accuracy while maintaining operational efficiency for legitimate submarine operations, though determined enemies continued developing acoustic stealth technologies that challenged American submarine detection capabilities. Lieutenant Kim, what specific capabilities do our current systems provide for detecting the advanced acoustic threats described in current intelligence assessments? Commander Hayes inquired, her question reflecting command responsibility for understanding detection limitations and ensuring adequate protection for American submarine operations against sophisticated silent weapon attacks. The question addressed core challenges facing submarine tactical planners in contemporary underwater warfare, where technological advancement created threats that might exceed current acoustic detection capabilities and required strategic decisions about resource allocation and sonar development priorities. The assessment of current capabilities versus emerging threats was critical for determining submarine adequacy and tactical planning requirements. Vasquez quietly moved through the navigation areas conducting routine plotting calculations, her movements deliberately precise and professional to avoid attracting attention while she processed the psychological impact of hearing tactical development discussions that connected her current submarine assignment with classified mathematical modeling programs that had developed navigation technologies exceeding current submarine capabilities. Her specialized training enabled recognition of technical discussions and tactical assessments that conventional submarine personnel might interpret incorrectly or fail to understand entirely. Her background in experimental mathematical navigation research provided unique perspective on tactical limitations and three-dimensional maneuvering capabilities that informed her understanding of threat assessments and submarine tactical planning. Though her classified research history remained unknown to conventional submarine personnel, who viewed her as dedicated navigation specialist with unusual mathematical interests and attention to computational detail that exceeded standard navigation training. The plotting activities that Vasquez conducted served multiple purposes beyond routine navigation management, allowing her to evaluate tactical systems and identify potential maneuvering gaps through mathematical analysis techniques learned during classified computational research programs. Her specialized knowledge enabled recognition of systemic vulnerabilities that conventional navigation procedures might overlook, providing insights that could enhance overall submarine effectiveness and tactical maneuvering capabilities. The submarine control room represented months of engineering and design optimization to provide optimal tactical coordination and navigation precision while protecting personnel from enemy detection and underwater weapon targeting attempts. Advanced acoustic shielding, redundant navigation systems, and hardened tactical equipment created operational advantages that maintained submarine effectiveness even under enemy attack conditions and hostile underwater warfare deployment. The engineering specifications that guided submarine construction incorporated lessons learned from previous underwater conflicts and theoretical advances in submarine architecture developed by naval engineers and underwater warfare scientists. Each system component had been carefully designed to provide tactical capabilities and operational flexibility that eliminated navigation gaps, while maintaining efficiency for routine patrol operations and emergency combat maneuvering scenarios. Specialist Vasquez continue standard navigation procedures but remain alert for any unusual tactical patterns or mathematical anomalies that might indicate enemy targeting attempts or navigation system compromises. Lieutenant Commander Torres instructed, his guidance reflecting standard operational protocols while acknowledging technical background that Vasquez brought to tactical evaluation and navigation coordination activities. His instructions contained subtle recognition of Vasquez's technical expertise and analytical capabilities that exceeded standard navigation training. Though the acknowledgement remained coded in language that preserved operational security regarding her classified background and specialized knowledge that other submarine personnel were not authorized to access. The tactical briefing continued for 38 minutes, with various specialists contributing navigation assessments and maneuvering recommendations based on current intelligence and mathematical analysis. The assembled group represented finest submarine minds available for underwater tactical planning, though their conventional backgrounds limited understanding of experimental technologies and mathematical capabilities that existed within classified research programs. The complexity of advanced submarine defense in modern underwater warfare required synthesis of intelligence from multiple sources, including acoustic surveillance, tactical intelligence, mathematical analysis, and theoretical modeling that enabled prediction of enemy underwater weapon capabilities before they materialized into actual submarine threats. The analytical precision required for effective submarine tactical planning exceeded capabilities of individual specialists and demanded collaborative effort from experts with diverse technical backgrounds and security clearances. Vasquez positioned herself near the navigation plotting station while maintaining routine computational duties that provided cover for observing tactical discussions and submarine maneuvering protocols that might indicate navigation gaps or mathematical limitations. Her experimental computational mathematics background enabled recognition of tactical capabilities and operational parameters that conventional submarine personnel might interpret incorrectly or fail to evaluate properly. The navigation activities that Vasquez conducted automatically incorporated advanced mathematical analysis techniques learned during classified computational research programs that emphasize tactical innovation and strategic thinking beyond conventional submarine operational planning. Her ability to evaluate three-dimensional maneuvering systems enabled identification of potential improvements and vulnerabilities that purely conventional tactical thinking might miss entirely. The silent torpedo detection became apparent through the submarine's sonar system approximately 4 hours into the patrol mission, its specific acoustic characteristics and stealth parameters triggering recognition that connected routine submarine operations with classified mathematical modeling programs that had developed navigation technologies exceeding current tactical capabilities. The contact characteristics indicated genuine enemy weapon rather than routine sonar contacts, suggesting underwater combat situation that demanded immediate tactical response and specialized mathematical expertise. Her recognition of the torpedo parameters reflected computational mathematics participation and three-dimensional modeling development that connected her to programs involving experimental underwater navigation research, operations where her theoretical knowledge had been applied to practical submarine tactical problems, while her colleagues focused on conventional navigation methodologies. The weapon's technical specifications indicated mathematical challenge that suggested either detection system limitations or combat situations that justified revealing advanced computational capabilities. The torpedo contact's technical characteristics and acoustic parameters indicated genuine enemy weapon rather than sonar malfunction or training scenarios, though the tactical implications of utilizing experimental mathematical data created complexity that demanded careful evaluation and appropriate submarine response procedures. The authenticity of the threat required verification, while tactical protocols demanded protection of classified computational mathematics research and navigation capabilities. Instead of immediately responding to the torpedo alert, Vasquez carefully evaluated the weapon parameters for technical details and acoustic characteristics that would verify threat legitimacy while protecting classified computational mathematics information from potential enemy intelligence gathering through acoustic analysis. Her experimental navigation training included extensive instruction in mathematical evaluation and tactical procedures designed to prevent enemy exploitation of American submarine navigation capabilities. The evaluation process required balancing immediate tactical response with operational security protocols that protected classified computational mathematics research and technological development from enemy intelligence gathering through submarine combat analysis. Her specialized background provided knowledge necessary for proper threat assessment while maintaining operational security that protected ongoing navigation programs and mathematical modeling capabilities. The acoustic parameters embedded within the torpedo contact matched classified threat profiles that Vasquez recognized from her experimental computational mathematics research, indicating legitimate enemy weapon utilizing advanced acoustic stealth systems rather than conventional sonar contacts or detection system malfunctions attempting to create false combat alerts. The proper acoustic signature characteristics suggested weapon advancement that exceeded current submarine tactical planning and indicated enemy capabilities that posed immediate threats to submarine survival. Chief Petty Officer David Park, the sonar tracking specialist responsible for monitoring acoustic contacts and coordinating threat responses, detected unusual torpedo behavior through automated tracking systems designed to identify weapon anomalies and coordinate appropriate tactical evasive procedures. Commander, we're detecting torpedo behavior with acoustic stealth characteristics that exceed known weapon system protocols. The underwater weapon appears to utilize advanced propulsion and guidance systems that surpass current intelligence assessments of enemy torpedo capabilities. His report reflected submarine acoustic capabilities that monitored multiple underwater threat vectors and identified potential weapon anomalies through automated analysis of torpedo characteristics and tracking procedures. The sonar systems represented advanced technology designed to provide early warning of underwater weapon attacks and coordinate tactical responses that protected American submarines from enemy torpedo strikes through mathematical evasive maneuvering. The acoustic intelligence gathered by Park's sonar equipment provided critical information about torpedo capabilities and guidance methodologies that informed tactical planning and evasive coordination procedures. The technical analysis of detected acoustic patterns enabled assessment of weapon technological advancement while maintaining submarine tactical protocols that protected American underwater operations from sophisticated enemy attacks. Chief Park, can your systems determine the specific torpedo guidance protocols and confirm the acoustic parameters that enable advanced stealth approach characteristics? Commander Hayes inquired, her question reflecting command responsibility for understanding enemy weapon capabilities while coordinating appropriate tactical responses that protected submarine personnel and critical naval operations. The commander's response demonstrated systematic approach to threat assessment that characterized effective submarine leadership, where torpedo contacts required immediate evaluation and appropriate tactical action while maintaining intelligence gathering that informed strategic planning for future underwater warfare threats. The priority placed on understanding enemy weapon capabilities reflected recognition that technological advancement required adaptive tactical strategies and mathematical evasive coordination. Vasquez approached the tactical plotting station with measured steps that maintained her routine navigation duties while providing critical intelligence about the torpedo characteristics and mathematical requirements for successful evasive maneuvering. Her experimental computational mathematics training enabled accurate evaluation of three-dimensional navigation requirements and tactical maneuvering that conventional submarine personnel might miscalculate or fail to execute properly under combat conditions. Her movement toward the plotting station appeared routine to casual observers, but represented calculated decision-making that balanced operational security with combat response obligations under life-threatening circumstances. The specialized knowledge that informed her tactical evaluation could provide critical insights for successful submarine survival through mathematical precision and three-dimensional maneuvering capabilities. Ma'am, I can calculate the three-dimensional evasive maneuvering sequence required for torpedo avoidance, Vasquez reported, her voice maintaining professional submarine bearing while conveying information that reflected specialized training and computational mathematics experience. The tactical parameters require experimental navigation technology that was developed through classified computational mathematics programs, utilizing three-dimensional calculations that exceed standard submarine tactical protocols and conventional evasive maneuvering capabilities. Her assessment provided tactical context that enabled appropriate submarine survival responses through advanced mathematical modeling and three-dimensional navigation precision. The distinction between conventional submarine tactics and experimental computational approaches was critical for understanding navigation requirements that could enable submarine survival against weapons designed to defeat standard tactical procedures. Lieutenant Commander Torres studied Vasquez with immediate recognition of combat necessity, her mathematical background enabling tactical solutions that exceeded conventional submarine training and suggested specialized computational capabilities essential for submarine survival under impossible circumstances. Specialist Vasquez, implement your three-dimensional evasive maneuvering calculations immediately. The submarine's survival depends on navigation precision that exceeds our conventional tactical capabilities. His command reflected institutional recognition of combat emergency that demanded utilization of exceptional mathematical expertise regardless of conventional operational protocols or executive officer objections. The precision of tactical requirements under combat conditions necessitated immediate deployment of specialized computational capabilities that could enable submarine survival through mathematical navigation excellence. Ma'am, the three-dimensional maneuvering calculation requires integration of advanced computational mathematics, real-time acoustic processing, and experimental navigation algorithms that combine theoretical research with practical submarine tactical application, Vasquez explained. Her response demonstrating specialized knowledge that reflected doctoral training in experimental mathematics and advanced computational systems. The torpedo's acoustic characteristics suggest weapon capabilities that require mathematical precision and three-dimensional navigation that exceeds conventional submarine tactical training and standard evasive procedures. Her explanation provided specific technical details that supported mathematical tactical solutions while demonstrating computational knowledge that exceeded routine submarine training and indicated specialized academic preparation essential for combat survival. The mathematical sophistication of her approach represented fusion of theoretical research with practical submarine tactical application that could enable survival against impossible combat odds. The three-dimensional nature of Vasquez's mathematical tactical assessment impressed submarine personnel, who recognized that her computational capabilities provided tactical solutions that exceeded conventional submarine training and offered potential for submarine survival through mathematical precision and experimental navigation methodologies. Her demonstrated expertise represented critical tactical assets that could determine submarine survival through computational excellence and three-dimensional maneuvering precision. Commander Hayes made immediate tactical decision that reflected submarine command recognition of combat emergency, requiring exceptional mathematical expertise for submarine survival. Specialist Vasquez, execute your three-dimensional evasive maneuvering sequence immediately. All stations prepare for emergency tactical maneuvering utilizing experimental navigation calculations. The tactical command represented acknowledgement that Vasquez's specialized mathematical capabilities were essential for submarine survival under combat conditions that exceeded conventional tactical solutions. Her computational expertise aligned perfectly with tactical requirements that demanded mathematical precision and three-dimensional navigation excellence beyond standard submarine training capabilities. The immediate nature of the combat command reflected submarine operational efficiency in utilizing available mathematical expertise when combat situations demanded specialized computational knowledge essential for tactical survival. Commander Hayes's decision demonstrated combat leadership that enabled rapid tactical adaptation, utilizing exceptional mathematical capabilities within existing submarine personnel resources. The three-dimensional evasive maneuvering sequence that Vasquez calculated represented integration of experimental computational mathematics with practical submarine tactical application, utilizing theoretical research to enable submarine survival against enemy weapons designed to defeat conventional tactical procedures. Her mathematical navigation enabled the submarine to execute complex three-dimensional movements that confused the torpedo's guidance systems while maintaining structural integrity under extreme maneuvering stress. The mathematical precision of Vasquez's calculations enabled the submarine to position itself within acoustic shadow zones created by underwater thermal layers, utilizing three-dimensional navigation to exploit oceanographic conditions that conventional tactical training had not identified as tactically significant. Her computational approach transformed underwater environmental conditions into tactical advantages through mathematical analysis and experimental navigation techniques. The Torpedo's guidance system proved unable to maintain target acquisition during the submarine's mathematically calculated three-dimensional evasive sequence, losing acoustic contact as the submarine utilized precise navigation to exploit the weapons. Technological limitations through computational tactical excellence. The mathematical maneuvering exceeded the Torpedo's targeting parameters and demonstrated superiority of theoretical research applied to practical submarine tactical situations. The successful torpedo evasion confirmed the effectiveness of Vasquez's experimental computational mathematics applied to submarine tactical operations and validated theoretical research that had been developed through classified academic programs. The submarine's survival demonstrated practical application of advanced mathematical modeling and three-dimensional navigation that exceeded conventional submarine tactical capabilities. The tactical response that Vasquez coordinated resulted in submarine survival and provided critical intelligence about enemy weapon capabilities while demonstrating the tactical value of computational mathematics research applied to submarine operations. Her mathematical analysis enabled tactical success that prevented submarine loss while maintaining operational security for classified research programs and experimental navigation techniques. Her tactical contribution included three-dimensional navigation calculations, computational evasive coordination, and mathematical assessment that enabled submarine survival under combat conditions requiring theoretical knowledge applied to practical tactical situations. Each mathematical calculation demonstrated the tactical value of experimental computational research applied to submarine warfare scenarios that exceeded conventional tactical training capabilities. The navigation protocols that Vasquez developed became standard tactical reference for advanced submarine evasive maneuvering, illustrating the tactical importance of maintaining computational mathematics expertise and the operational value of personnel with specialized theoretical backgrounds applied to submarine tactical operations. Vasquez's tactical success influenced submarine personnel policies that emphasized identifying and utilizing mathematical expertise throughout submarine operational commands. 22 months after the torpedo evasion tactical success, navigation specialist Vasquez received promotion and assignment as senior tactical analyst for experimental submarine navigation, covering multiple submarine operational commands and advanced tactical development programs. Her advancement reflected submarine institutional recognition that exceptional mathematical capabilities required appropriate operational recognition and expanded tactical responsibilities within advanced submarine warfare programs. Her progression from question navigation duties to essential tactical operations demonstrated submarine command capacity for recognizing and appropriately utilizing specialized mathematical talent when combat circumstances revealed computational capabilities essential for tactical survival. The transformation reflected institutional learning about the tactical importance of maintaining personnel with computational mathematics backgrounds and theoretical expertise. Today, Lieutenant Commander Vasquez leads the Advanced Submarine Tactical Navigation Division, overseeing experimental three-dimensional maneuvering assessment and computational coordination that supports submarine operations throughout Atlantic Fleet Command. Her organization continues to advance submarine navigation capabilities and mathematical methodologies that enhance tactical effectiveness against sophisticated enemy underwater warfare threats and weapon systems. Her leadership position represents culmination of tactical career progression that demonstrated mathematical excellence under combat conditions and evolved into directing strategic submarine tactical development, supporting the most sensitive underwater warfare missions. The trajectory demonstrated how specialized computational mathematics expertise and experimental navigation knowledge could transform both individual submarine careers and institutional tactical capabilities. The organization she directs has become institutional model for integrating experimental computational mathematics with submarine tactical operations, attracting distinguished mathematical talent from research institutions and tactical development programs. Her tactical success has inspired submarine command reforms throughout naval submarine forces that seek to identify and appropriately utilize personnel with computational mathematics, backgrounds, and theoretical tactical capabilities. The navigation specialist they had attempted to transfer from submarine duty had become the tactical standard for submarine mathematical navigation excellence, proving that extraordinary computational capabilities often exist within personnel whose theoretical backgrounds initially appear incompatible with submarine operational requirements. Sometimes the most critical tactical capabilities exist within individuals whose mathematical expertise enables submarine survival through computational precision, and submarine effectiveness depends on recognizing mathematical talent regardless of conventional tactical expectations or executive officer preferences. Her story continues to inspire submarine tactical personnel and computational mathematics specialists who understand that theoretical research creates tactical capabilities essential for submarine survival, demonstrating that mathematical expertise will prove tactically decisive when submarine combat situations require computational precision and three-dimensional navigation excellence that exceeds conventional submarine training capabilities.